Hey, beautiful people, welcome to Credit 101, episode 12, where we're going to talk about what's a good credit score. So, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them down below and make sure you guys are subscribed. So, I'm trying to make sure I get my subscribers up. So, make sure you guys are subscribed if you love this information that I'm putting out. So, the first thing is FICO scores, again, they can range from 300 to 850. Now, when it comes down to FICO scores, the average score in the United States is about a 700. I know a lot of people, especially in certain demographics, have lower credit scores, and it's just because we're not educated, which is why I'm making this series. I'm going over everything that have to do with this credit and also repairing your credit. That way, if you ain't got no excuse. It's free on YouTube, okay? So you guys can be able to watch it. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, it's everywhere. So you guys should be able to have this information. But the average score is a 700, and we need to work on getting that up. Okay. Now, when it comes down to your credit, an actual excellent score is if you guys were to get your credit score at above a 750 or even in the 800s. If you guys even don't get it above the 800 mark, or if you at 800, that's still an excellent score. That is good. And sometimes people just aim for this score. They say, oh, I just want a 750. I just want to get an 800. And I tell people the accounts that's in your credit reports matter, you guys. So please keep that in mind. Now, the score is needed for credit cards. If you guys want to get a credit card, you guys need to have a certain score. So I tell people they need to have at least a 580 credit score to get like a unsecured card where you don't have to put a deposit down on it. They'll give you a credit card. Maybe it's nothing but like a $300 limit, $500 limit, but that's what you're going to need for just a basic unsecured credit card. If you guys have a credit score under a 580, you probably need to get you a secure credit card to start building your credit up, okay? And with that secure credit card, it can get you over 680. So please just make sure you be patient with those secure credit cards. If your credit score is over a 680, you can get a decent credit card. Okay, when I say decent credit card, you're gonna have probably a limit of $5,000 or below. But it can really help you all to build your credit even more. So if you do want to get limits over $10,000, you can get there. But you need to start really building up your credit to get to that status. Now, another thing too, if you want to have very high limit credit cards, make sure you guys have credit cards with high limits. That's what it is. You need to start asking these companies for increases when you have them, especially if they're unsecured. Get increases on your credit cards. Start spending a lot of money on your credit cards and paying it back off. If you can, don't go into debt trying to do this, and pay it back off, and do that multiple times in a month. That can help you all get a higher increase on your credit cards and also give you a higher limit credit card in the future also. Now, make sure you guys understand that for a mortgage, is not like credit cards, okay? For a mortgage, you technically can have a 500 credit score and get a mortgage. Even with FHA, you do have to put 10% down, but you can get a mortgage with a 500 credit score. Now, usually I tell people to have at least a 580 credit score or push for a 620 credit score, and that will allow you to put 3.5% down. If you guys are trying to get like a VA loan, then you need a 550 credit score. And also, if you're trying to get a conventional loan, you need to have at least a 620, 640 credit score to get a conventional loan. But that's what you need for a mortgage. And you got to understand that your mortgage score is different than what you probably see on Credit Karma. Do not be alarmed. And also, it's going to be different than what you may see on your Experian app, where you see your FICO score. That score may be different. I just had a client recently pull their credit reports, and the score that was on there is totally different than what was actually pulled when she went and got her mortgage. So I always tell people, aim for a very high score, knowing that you may be 40 to 50 points off. It may be lower. So if you look on Credit Karma, they say you at a 680, you probably at a 630, okay? So keep that in mind. Or you may be at a 640, but at least you know that it's lower, so you can push that Credit Karma score up. So when you want to go apply for something, you know that it's probably around this amount, okay? But that's what I want to teach you guys about your credit score. The next one, I want to talk to you guys about this resilience risk. Now, this with Experian, you guys need to know about these different things that's coming out and that they're using. That way you'll know how they're using it against us, so that you can be part where you can use it against them in a way that you'll know what they want, what they need, and you can start using it. Okay, so let's go into episode 13. If you have any questions, drop them down.